Your life was meticulously planned before you were even born. Every decision, every challenge, every connection was chosen by you, not randomly, but with deep purpose. Ancient wisdom and modern research suggest that your soul existed in a timeless realm before birth, weaving the intricate design of your human experience. You selected your parents, your struggles, and even the obstacles you would encounter, all to foster your growth and evolution. This profound knowledge has been hidden, dismissed, or labeled as taboo by those who fear its implications. Why? Because if you truly understood the origins of your soul, you would realize the immense power you hold over your own destiny, something that those in control would rather keep from you. In this video, we will explore the secrets of pre-birth existence, delving into esoteric teachings, scientific correlations, and suppressed wisdom. What happens before birth is not just an enigma. It is the key to understanding your life's deeper meaning. The pre-birth realm, where consciousness awaits. Imagine a dimension beyond the limits of human understanding, a realm of pure consciousness where time, as we perceive it, does not exist. This pre-birth realm is described in ancient traditions as the place where the soul resides before beginning its earthly journey. In Tibetan Buddhism, it is known as the Sidpa Bardo, one of several intermediate states where the soul lingers between worlds, unbound by physical form, yet intricately connected to the spiritual laws that shape its destiny. This realm is not chaotic, rather it serves a vital purpose. It is believed that within the Sidpa Bardo, karma directs the soul's next incarnation, guiding it based on past desires, unresolved debts, and spiritual intentions. The soul is magnetically drawn toward the circumstances that will facilitate its next stage of evolution. However, Tibetan Buddhism is not the only tradition that speaks of this mysterious space. Hermetic texts refer to it as the plane of causation, where the soul aligns with the vibrational patterns of its chosen path. The Emerald Tablet's axiom, as above, so below, perfectly reflects this concept. What transpires in higher realms influences the physical world, and the choices made here determine the trajectory of the soul's earthly experience. In this state, your essence is not confined to a body, but exists as a radiant energy, fully aware of its boundless potential. This realm matters because it is here that the blueprint of your life is created. Every triumph, every sorrow, every heartbreak, they are not random occurrences, but conscious selections, influenced by past life imprints and the soul's desire to grow. Life's blueprint, a conscious choice. Think of this pre-birth existence as a celestial drafting table where you, as a soul, collaborate with universal laws to outline your human journey. Karma acts as a guiding force, leading you to the family, environment, and circumstances that will teach the lessons your spirit seeks to master. This concept challenges the conventional view that life is merely a series of chance events. Instead, it reveals a profound level of intentionality, where even the most painful experiences serve a higher purpose. It is a difficult truth to embrace, especially in moments of suffering or loss. Yet ancient teachings reassure us that everything unfolds according to a greater design. Have you ever felt that your life carries a deeper meaning, as if certain relationships or events were destined? If so, you have glimpsed this hidden truth. But this realm is more than just a place of planning. It is also described as a state of profound peace and unity, a temporary return to the soul's original divine nature. In Gnostic traditions, this state is called the pleroma, a realm of wholeness and spiritual harmony. It stands in stark contrast to the earthly experience, where duality and separation dominate. However, this brief respite is not permanent. The soul understands that it must descend once more into the dense physical reality of human life. Karma, soul contracts, and the purpose of life. The decisions made in this realm are not arbitrary. They are shaped by karmic imprints which act as the driving force behind the soul's choices. Karma is not punishment, but balance, an eternal law ensuring that every action generates a corresponding effect. The soul's past deeds, intentions, and unresolved lessons shape its pull towards specific experiences in the next life. This explains why some individuals are born into privilege, while others face immense hardships. From a spiritual perspective, each circumstance offers the soul exactly what it needs to evolve. Growth rarely occurs in comfort. Challenges cultivate strength, compassion, and wisdom. This idea of soul contracts provides further insight into life's seemingly inexplicable patterns. The concept suggests that before birth, you entered into agreements with other souls, some you have encountered across multiple lifetimes, designing key experiences together. These soul contracts are not imposed, but created through love and mutual understanding. Imagine drafting a script in which every significant person in your life, parents, friends, lovers, even adversaries, plays a role in your spiritual development. Soul groups work together to ensure that the lessons you need to learn manifest in your life at the right time. Have you ever met someone and felt an instant, unexplainable connection? Or perhaps encountered an individual who challenges you at every turn? These encounters are not coincidental. According to the theory of soul contracts, such individuals are fulfilling the roles they agreed upon before birth. The nurturing parent, the supportive friend, the romantic partner who tests your limits, and even the rival who forces you to grow, all are part of the intricate plan. Why choose hardship? One of the most difficult aspects of this teaching is the idea that souls willingly choose to endure pain and hardship. Yet from a higher perspective, these experiences are essential for transformation. A life free of struggle may be comfortable, but it offers little opportunity for evolution. This is why souls often select trials that will push their boundaries, compelling them to confront fears and limitations. The idea of soul contracts also sheds light on recurring patterns in life. For instance, individuals who repeatedly find themselves in toxic relationships may be working through unresolved karmic ties from past lives. The lesson might be self-love, setting boundaries, or forgiveness. Until the lesson is fully learned, the pattern persists. The hidden truth and modern evidence. Are these teachings merely ancient allegories, or is there something more? Interestingly, modern research into past life regression and near-death experiences aligns with these age-old ideas. Subjects under deep hypnosis frequently recall vivid details of a pre-birth realm, describing how they chose their parents, challenges, and even the timing of their birth. These accounts, remarkably consistent across different cultures and backgrounds, suggest that the pre-birth dimension is not merely a myth. It holds profound truth. Yet there is even more to this hidden knowledge that cannot be fully explored here. For those who seek a deeper understanding, our Insights Academy newsletter offers exclusive wisdom too sensitive for public platforms. Sign up through the link in the description, and as a special gift, receive a free copy of the Kybalion, a hermetic text filled with timeless teachings, embracing the truth of your soul's journey. The pre-birth realm is not just a philosophical concept. It is the foundation of your life's purpose. To understand it is to unlock the deeper layers of your existence. But what happens after this stage? How does the soul translate its blueprint into the human experience? To uncover the next step, we must explore the sacred process of soul contracts and life planning, a divine collaboration ensuring that no journey is ever undertaken alone. Would knowing this change how you see your life? What if you realized that before you were born, you helped design the challenges, relationships, and hardships you now face? Perhaps in that realization lies the key to reclaiming the power over your own destiny. Ancient wisdom and modern insights on the soul's journey. This profound teaching is present in numerous ancient traditions. In the Bhagavad Gita, for instance, Krishna speaks of the soul's eternal journey, reincarnating through countless lifetimes to fulfill its dharma. In Hermeticism, life is seen as a complex interplay of universal laws, where every action carries a consequence, and each consequence serves as a lesson. These teachings emphasize that life is not a random sequence of events, but rather a precisely orchestrated dance between free will and cosmic law. Modern metaphysical researchers, such as Michael Newton in Journey of Souls, have documented thousands of accounts from individuals under deep hypnosis, recalling their pre-birth planning process. These subjects describe gathering in a higher realm, alongside their soul groups, reviewing past lives, and deciding the details of their next incarnation. They often mention the presence of advanced spiritual guides or higher beings who assist in ensuring that each soul's choices align with their ultimate growth and evolution. However, there is an often overlooked aspect of soul contracts: free will. While the fundamental structure of one's life may be prearranged, how one navigates it remains entirely up to the individual. Think of it as a map. The destinations are set, but the route you take, the speed at which you travel, and any detours you make are entirely your own decisions. This delicate balance between destiny and free will is what makes life so intricate and beautiful. Understanding soul contracts can dramatically shift the way you perceive challenges. Instead of viewing obstacles as mere misfortunes, you begin to recognize them as stepping stones for growth. That difficult boss, that heartbreak, that illness, all are integral chapters in the story you wrote for yourself before arriving here. This perspective doesn't erase pain, but it can bring meaning to suffering, offering a sense that you are progressing toward something greater. But there's a catch. Once you are born, you forget all of this, the veil of forgetting. A challenge and a gift. Imagine stepping into a life where you already knew every twist and turn ahead of time, every triumph, every heartbreak, every lesson meticulously mapped out. Would the experience feel the same? Would it still carry the same depth and meaning? Ancient spiritual traditions suggest that the answer is no. To fully experience life, authentically, freely, and meaningfully, we must forget. This act of forgetting, often called the veil, is both a profound challenge and a sacred gift. It is why we do not remember our pre-birth planning or the spiritual knowledge we once possessed. It ensures that life on Earth is a deeply immersive journey. The veil allows each moment to feel real and significant. Without it, existence would be like reading from a script, detached from the emotions and choices that define the human experience. But this forgetting is not an error or a punishment. It is an essential aspect of the design. By stepping into life without the memory of the soul contracts we made, we gain the chance to rediscover these truths through experience. It's like solving a puzzle without realizing you already hold the pieces. Every decision, every relationship, every challenge nudges you closer to remembering who you truly are and why you are here. Plato's allegory of the cave reflects this concept, describing how souls descend into the material world, losing awareness of divine truth. In Gnostic teachings, the veil is depicted as a barrier separating the earthly and divine realms, obscuring our innate knowledge of the universe. But this veil is not meant to punish or confuse. It exists to facilitate growth. Without it, life would lack the richness of free will. Choices would be predetermined, and emotions tied to love, loss, and triumph would feel empty. The veil also plays a crucial role in human relationships. Imagine if you knew from birth the exact role each person in your life was meant to play. Could you truly forgive someone who hurt you if you knew they were merely fulfilling a pre-birth agreement? Would reconciliation carry the same depth of meaning? Forgetting allows us to engage with others in a raw, unfiltered way, making the lessons of love, compassion, and forgiveness all the more powerful. Yet despite the forgetting, our pre-birth intentions are not lost. While we may not consciously remember our soul contracts, their imprint still guides us. This often manifests as intuition, a deep inner knowing that defies logic. Have you ever felt inexplicably drawn to a person, place, or decision? That's your soul whispering through the veil, gently guiding you toward the path you once chose. Fascinatingly, modern metaphysical research supports this idea. Individuals undergoing past life regression or deep hypnosis frequently describe encountering the veil. They recall entering a dense fog or crossing a threshold as they transition from the spiritual realm into the physical world. This passage is often accompanied by an overwhelming sense of forgetting. Yet even in that forgetting, they report a faint awareness, like a distant melody reminding them that their journey has purpose. The veil is also deeply intertwined with free will. Without it, life would feel more like a simulation than an adventure. You wouldn't struggle with choices or grow through mistakes because the answers would already be clear. The veil ensures that every decision you make is entirely your own, shaping your path in real time. This is why ancient traditions emphasize self-awareness and mindfulness. While you may not recall your spiritual origins, you can still tune in to the higher guidance flowing through you. But the veil doesn't only obscure, it also protects. In the pre-birth realm, souls review their past lives in vivid detail, including the pain and trauma they endured. Imagine carrying the full weight of that knowledge into a single lifetime. It would be overwhelming. The veil acts as a shield, allowing you to start fresh, unburdened by the entirety of your soul's history. It grants you the freedom to approach each experience with a sense of discovery, rather than being haunted by what came before. Of course, the veil is not without its difficulties. Many people experience a deep sense of longing, a feeling that something is missing but remains just out of reach. Some refer to this as divine homesickness, the soul's yearning to reconnect with its spiritual essence. While the veil makes this connection harder to access, it does not make it impossible. Practices such as meditation, introspection, and studying esoteric teachings can help you glimpse beyond the veil, offering insights into your true nature and purpose. And therein lies the paradox of the veil. It both separates and unites. It creates the illusion of division, yet in doing so, it compels you to seek the truth. The journey to remember who you are, why you are here, and what your life is meant to teach you is the greatest adventure of all. The veil gives life its stakes, its urgency, and its beauty. It ensures that every choice, every moment, and every connection carries profound meaning. The universal laws that shape our existence. If the veil ensures we forget, how do cosmic forces like karma and vibration still shape our lives? What invisible principles guide the soul's journey after it crosses into the physical world? Long before you were born, before you even entered a physical form, a vast network of universal laws was already at play, shaping the blueprint of your existence. These principles, karma, vibration, and attraction, are the unseen threads weaving together the circumstances, relationships, and lessons that define your journey. They are not arbitrary nor punitive, but rather fundamental forces that ensure balance, expansion, and soul evolution. To fully grasp your life's purpose, you must first understand how these laws operate, especially in the pre-birth realm. Karma, in particular, is one of the most well-known yet widely misunderstood universal laws. Karma is often misunderstood as a system of cosmic punishment, a rigid balance of reward and retribution. However, in its true essence, karma is not about punishment, but about balance. It is the principle of cause and effect, ensuring that every action, thought, and intention creates an energetic ripple that eventually returns to its source. Before birth, the soul reviews these ripples, unresolved lessons, unfulfilled intentions, and past life experiences. These karmic imprints influence the choices made in the pre-birth realm, shaping the path for the next incarnation. For example, a soul that struggled with greed or selfishness in a past life might choose a life of financial hardship to cultivate generosity and humility. Another soul that once inflicted harm may opt for experiences that teach compassion and forgiveness. These choices are not imposed. They are made willingly, with the understanding that growth often arises through challenge. In this way, karma is not a punishment, but a teacher, offering exactly what the soul needs to evolve. Beyond karma, the law of vibration plays a crucial role in pre-birth planning. This universal principle states that everything in existence, from the smallest particle to the grandest celestial body, vibrates at a specific frequency. The soul's vibration, shaped by past experiences, intentions, and emotions, determines the circumstances of its next life. In the pre-birth realm, souls align with vibrational patterns that best support their evolution. This is why some are drawn to lives of stability and peace, while others choose turbulent environments filled with upheaval and challenge. Each vibration carries unique lessons and opportunities for growth. This concept is beautifully encapsulated in the Emerald Tablet's famous axiom, "As above, so below." The soul's vibration in the spiritual realm is reflected in the physical world. If a soul resonates with love and service, it will be drawn to circumstances that reinforce those qualities. Conversely, if fear or resentment lingers in its energetic field, the soul may encounter experiences that compel it to confront and transform these lower vibrations. In this way, the law of vibration ensures that one's external reality is always a mirror of their internal state. The law of attraction builds upon this foundation, acting as a magnet that draws people, experiences, and challenges in alignment with the soul's energy. In the pre-birth realm, this law helps shape the conditions necessary for fulfilling a soul's purpose. For example, a soul seeking to develop resilience may attract a life filled with obstacles that cultivate inner strength. A soul focused on healing may be drawn to environments where its gifts can be nurtured and shared. The law of attraction ensures that nothing is arbitrary. Every relationship, challenge, and opportunity is tied to the intentions set before birth. These principles are not merely theoretical, they are echoed in ancient wisdom across cultures. The Bhagavad Gita speaks of the soul's eternal journey, guided by karma and dharma. Hermetic teachings emphasize the interconnectedness of cause and effect, while Gnostic traditions describe the soul's descent into the material world as governed by divine order. Remarkably, these age-old teachings align with modern metaphysical insights and even emerging scientific theories on consciousness and energy. However, while these universal laws shape the soul's blueprint before birth, they do not dictate a rigid script. Free will remains a central force in human experience. The soul may choose a path, but how one walks it is entirely up to them. Life is akin to a game with multiple possible routes to the same destination. The laws set the framework, but each individual determines how they navigate it. Interestingly, contemporary research on past life regression and near-death experiences supports these ancient teachings. Many individuals under deep hypnosis describe witnessing the intricate interplay of these laws before birth. They recall reviewing their karmic patterns, feeling the vibrations of their soul, and choosing the life conditions that would best serve their growth. Some even describe being presented with multiple potential lives, each with unique challenges and rewards, before selecting the one that resonated most deeply with their purpose. The interaction between karma, vibration, and attraction does not end at birth. It continues throughout life. These laws explain why certain patterns repeat, why some relationships feel destined, and why certain experiences evoke a profound sense of déjà vu. They are the unseen forces shaping every moment, ensuring that life is not random, but deeply meaningful. But if these universal laws are so precise and influential, why isn't this knowledge more widely understood? Why has it been relegated to mysticism, hidden from mainstream awareness? To answer this, we must explore the forces that have worked to suppress it. The truth is, this knowledge is not lost. It has been deliberately obscured. Throughout history, those in positions of power have recognized that an awakened, empowered population is much harder to control. This understanding has led to a systematic suppression of spiritual wisdom. Ancient texts that openly discuss the soul's journey and universal laws have often been restricted, distorted, or even destroyed. Hermetic writings, once available only to initiates, contain profound insights into karma, vibration, and the nature of reality. Gnostic texts, which emphasize self-realization and pre-birth knowledge, were suppressed by early religious authorities. Many of these teachings were labeled heretical and eradicated because they presented an alternative perspective, one that did not depend on fear, guilt, or blind obedience. These suppressed teachings share a common message. The divine is within you. You are not a victim of fate, but a creator of your reality. Life's challenges are not punishments, but opportunities for growth. Such knowledge directly undermines control structures that thrive on keeping people disempowered. Governments, religious institutions, and economic systems benefit from a population that believes life is dictated by external forces rather than inner wisdom and spiritual law. Even today, remnants of this suppression persist. Esoteric teachings are often dismissed as pseudoscience or New Age speculation, while mainstream narratives reinforce the idea that life is random and chaotic. Education, media, and religious institutions focus on limiting perspectives that discourage deep spiritual inquiry. The concept of pre-birth planning is rarely discussed openly, despite its alignment with both ancient traditions and modern metaphysical research. This is not accidental. It is part of a larger effort to keep humanity from realizing its true power. But who benefits from this suppression? The answer lies in control. Systems of power, from governments to corporations, thrive on predictability, obedience, and dependence. If people understood the universal laws governing their existence, they would be far less susceptible to fear-based narratives, materialistic distractions, and external authority. A truly awakened population would prioritize spiritual evolution over consumerism, question oppressive structures, and demand accountability from those in control. Imagine the impact if individuals recognize that they are not broken or incomplete, but divine beings on a purposeful journey. Many industries, pharmaceutical, entertainment, and religious institutions rely on the belief that fulfillment comes from external sources rather than within. The suppression of spiritual knowledge ensures that people remain trapped in cycles of fear, consumption, and dependency. However, the suppression of this wisdom does not mean it is gone. Throughout history, seekers, mystics, and scholars have preserved and shared this knowledge, passing it down through hidden teachings and esoteric traditions. Today, a resurgence of interest in ancient wisdom, consciousness research, and metaphysical exploration signals a shift. The truth is still accessible to those willing to seek it. Understanding these universal laws and the hidden forces that obscure them is a crucial step toward personal and collective awakening. When you remember your soul's journey, the significance of karma, vibration, and attraction, and the power of free will, you step into your true potential. You become an active participant in your evolution, reclaiming the wisdom that has been veiled for so long. The question now is, are you ready to remember? Throughout history, there have always been individuals and groups dedicated to preserving and sharing these sacred teachings, often at great personal risk. The wisdom found in the Hermetic texts, the Emerald Tablet, the Gnostic scriptures, and many other ancient writings has endured, passed down through secret societies, mystics, and scholars. Today, this knowledge is more accessible than ever, thanks to books, digital resources, and platforms like this one. The irony is that this wisdom has never been truly forbidden. It has simply been hidden in plain sight. The laws of karma, vibration, and attraction continue to operate whether we acknowledge them or not. Pre-birth. Planning shapes our lives whether we are conscious of it or unaware. However, understanding these principles allows us to engage with them intentionally, breaking free from cycles of fear and external control to embrace a life of purpose and self-empowerment. Why is this the moment to reclaim this knowledge? Because the world is undergoing a profound awakening. More people than ever are questioning long-standing systems, seeking deeper truths, and refusing to accept limiting narratives. We are in an era of spiritual enlightenment, where once suppressed teachings are coming to light. By exploring these concepts, you are joining a growing movement of individuals who recognize their own power and refuse to be confined by outdated beliefs. This journey is not just about acquiring ancient wisdom. It is about reclaiming your true nature as a creator of your reality. When you grasp the deeper meaning behind pre-birth planning, and the universal laws that shape existence, life begins to make sense in an entirely new way. Challenges transform into lessons, obstacles become stepping stones, and every relationship takes on a higher purpose. But what does this mean for you right now? How can this knowledge shift the way you approach your daily life? The key lies in applying these teachings in practical ways. In the next section, we will explore how to align with your soul's purpose, bringing greater clarity, intention, and fulfillment into your journey. This is where theory becomes action, where awakening leads to real transformation. Let's dive in. This shift in perspective breaks down the walls that separate us, replacing them with compassion and understanding. Rather than reacting with anger or resentment, you begin to ask, what might this person be teaching me? Collective empathy has the potential to reshape society. Picture governments, organizations, and communities led by individuals who prioritize connection and growth over control and division. Decisions would be made with the awareness that we are all on a shared spiritual journey, interconnected in ways that transcend the material world. Conflicts could be resolved with a deeper sense of purpose, and collaboration could replace competition as the driving force of progress. However, this change doesn't occur overnight. It begins with small, intentional steps. It starts when one person decides to live authentically, align with their soul's purpose, and embrace gratitude and mindfulness. These choices inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect that spreads across families, communities, and eventually, entire societies. The transformation is organic, yet its impact is profound. One of the most powerful tools for collective awakening is the sharing of knowledge. For centuries, esoteric teachings were hidden from the masses, shared only with initiates or hidden in obscure texts. Today, however, we have the ability to widely disseminate this knowledge, reaching people who may never have encountered it otherwise. Platforms like this one play a crucial role in making these truths accessible. But the responsibility doesn't end there. Each of us has the power to share what we have learned, whether through conversations, creative expression, or simply living in alignment with our values. It's important to understand that not everyone will embrace this knowledge right away. Some may resist, holding on to familiar beliefs or fearing the consequences of such a radical shift. That's okay. Awakening is a deeply personal journey, and each person moves at their own pace. The goal isn't to force change, but to plant seeds of curiosity and inspiration. Ask questions that encourage reflection. Share stories that resonate on a soul level. These small acts can ignite sparks that lead to profound transformation. The concept of collective awakening is not new. It appears in spiritual traditions across cultures, with the idea of a golden age or era of enlightenment mentioned in Hinduism, Buddhism, and even indigenous teachings. These prophecies often describe a time when humanity transitions from ignorance and separation to awareness and unity. Many believe we are currently living in that transitional phase. The growing interest in mindfulness, meditation, and spiritual teachings suggests that more people than ever are seeking deeper truths. However, collective awakening isn't just about spiritual growth. It also involves dismantling systems of control. When individuals understand the laws of karma, vibration, and attraction, they become more difficult to manipulate. They stop living in fear, stop blindly following authority, and begin questioning the narratives they've been taught. This is precisely why knowledge of pre-birth existence has been suppressed for so long. It threatens the very foundation of systems built on control. An awakened population can't be easily divided, distracted, or subdued. Imagine a community where people support each other in aligning with their soul's purpose. Instead of competing for resources or status, they collaborate to create environments that nurture growth and authenticity. Schools could teach mindfulness and universal laws, encouraging children to explore their unique gifts. Workplaces could prioritize creativity and purpose over profit, and relationships could be centered on mutual growth rather than dependence. This is the vision of collective awakening, a world where individuals and communities thrive in harmony. While this vision may seem distant or impossible amid today's challenges, remember that transformation begins with small, intentional actions. When you align with your purpose, you contribute to this larger shift. Every conversation, every act of kindness, and every decision to live authentically sends ripples through the collective consciousness. You may not always see the full impact of your actions, but rest assured, they matter. The awakening of one person is powerful, but the awakening of many is unstoppable. As more people step into their purpose and align with these ancient truths, the potential for collective transformation grows exponentially. However, to break free from cycles of control and fear, we must take practical steps toward change. In the next section, we will explore how to break the cycle of control and reclaim your autonomy. This is where knowledge becomes action, and awakening leads to liberation. Let's take the next step. The cycle of control has persisted through generations, but it is not invincible. It begins with you, your choices, your courage, and your commitment to living authentically. As you break free, you create a ripple effect that can transform not only your life, but the lives of countless others. But this journey doesn't end here. There is one more key element to complete the puzzle. In the next section, we'll explore how this knowledge redefines existence and shapes the future. Let's continue this journey together. Redefining existence. What if everything you thought you knew about life, death, and purpose was just the beginning? The understanding of pre-birth existence isn't just an insight into the past. It's a key to reshaping your future. This realization transforms how you perceive every moment of your life, as turning challenges into opportunities, relationships into soul connections, and existence itself into a masterpiece of intentional growth. Once you grasp this truth, the world no longer feels random or chaotic. It becomes infused with purpose, and so do you. Redefining existence starts with a profound realization. You are not just a body or a personality, but a soul on a journey. This simple truth has far-reaching consequences. It means your worth isn't determined by your achievements, how much money you make, or the roles you play in society. Your value lies in your very existence, your ability to grow, and your connection to the greater whole. This perspective dissolves the pressure to conform to societal expectations and allows you to embrace your uniqueness. Life becomes more than a race to accumulate or achieve. It becomes an exploration of what it truly means to be alive. With this perspective, even the mundane takes on new meaning. The conversations you have, the decisions you make, and the way you treat others all contribute to the larger tapestry of your soul's journey. Every moment becomes an opportunity to align with your purpose, express your authenticity, and live in harmony with the universal laws that guide us. One of the most transformative aspects of this knowledge is how it reframes death. For centuries, death has been feared and viewed as an inevitable end, an unknown to avoid at all costs. However, understanding pre-birth existence reveals that death is not an end, but a transition, a return to the spiritual realms where our journey continues. This insight brings peace to those who fear death. and comfort to those who mourn it. It reminds us that the connections we form in this life are never truly lost. They simply change form. Equipped with this understanding, you can approach life's challenges with a sense of trust. When things don't go as planned, you can remind yourself that the soul's journey isn't linear. Progress isn't always immediately visible, and growth often comes in the form of setbacks. Yet every experience, no matter how difficult, is a step forward, a part of a process far greater than what we can perceive in the moment. This trust allows you to release the need for control and embrace the natural flow of life. Redefining existence also means embracing gratitude. When you realize that every person, event, and experience in your life is part of a larger design, you begin to see them as gifts. Even painful moments hold meaning, offering lessons that shape your growth. Gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance, helping you focus on what you have rather than what you lack. This powerful practice can transform your mindset and, by extension, your reality. As more people awaken to these truths, the potential for collective transformation grows. Imagine a world where individuals view themselves as souls on a shared journey, connected by common purpose and guided by universal laws. This is not just a distant dream. It is a possibility within reach. But it starts with individuals like you, who are willing to question, learn, and grow. Your journey is part of a much larger awakening, one that has the power to reshape not only your life, but the very fabric of society. Yet this knowledge is only as powerful as the actions you take with it. Reflect on what you've learned and ask yourself, how will I live differently now that I know this? Will you continue to follow old patterns, or will you embrace the path your soul has chosen? The choice is yours, and it is one of the most profound decisions you'll ever make. Let's take this one step further. All the truths you've uncovered today are just the beginning. There's another layer to this journey that ties everything together and reveals what happens beyond life as we know it. If this video resonated with you, let us know by commenting, "I understood it." Your voice is part of this awakening, and your journey has just begun.